Hello there again my friends, this is the Boy and His Dog and welcome to the channel where I play and review every game released on the Evercade, old and new. In today's video we continue our butchers the second Toaplan arcade cart with the fourth game, Rally Bike. Let's get started. Rally Bike is a top-down racing game developed by Toaplan and released for the arcades in 1988. And it's pretty simple stuff. Race through a series of stages across the United States, making sure you reach the qualifying rank or better before you reach the end of the stage. To be fair, it feels more of a scrolling dodge 'em up than a racing game, using trial and error to slowly learn your way through the route. Each stage can seem insane the first few times you play them, but with familiarity, the first couple of stages at least make you wonder why you had so many problems. Each stage is visually different, from the location itself to the in-stage hazards. Each stage also has a cool gimmick unique to it. A few examples through the earlier levels. The first has you jumping in the back of a van, which you can then randomly control and use it to smash through the competition. Great fun. The second has you jumping into the path of a fast moving truck. You have to keep at full speed to not get caught whilst dodging through the bikers. The second time this happens you can avoid it completely by taking a second jump and racing down a side route. And in the fourth you have to jump over where possible or snake through incoming trains as you speed past the tracks. This stage also has a pretty but tricky forest section. The game controls are easy enough. Hold down B to accelerate and push up to max out your speed, but it's harder to turn or dodge. I must admit my only complaint is having to push up. It can get uncomfortable for me after a while. Annoyingly, even though we can now customise controls for all games, it seems to only stretch to the face and shoulder buttons, but not the D-pad. I would love to have had that on a shoulder button. Not only does touching any piece of scenery or an opponent make you automatically crash, you are also fighting against slow but continuously lowering fuel. There are gas stations dotted about the stages. The game switches to a side-on animation as your fuel is filled, but not, as you will notice, to the full. This takes time. You can visually see riders fly past in the background as your rank rises, so you have to take time into account here. Sometimes, especially towards the end of the tracks, it may be best to avoid the gas stations altogether and just hope you have enough fuel to make it to the finish line. A helicopter can also fly overhead and drop some bonus fuel or even two side bikers to protect you from a side hit, which is cool, but is totally random. Between some of these fiendishly tricky stages are bonus rounds where you race and avoid vehicles as usual, but a helicopter remains above, constantly dropping bonus and turbos to pick up. The longer you last and the more you collect, the more you score at the end of the stage. One crash or the timer reaches 0 and you're straight on to the next race. A tricky but fun and rewarding game. Rewarding in the sense you feel great when you've managed to conquer a stage or work out how to get past a certain tricky or stage specific gimmick. It is hard, but once you learn the tracks it's more down to individual opponents' positions. But you can also set that up as well. So it's not as random as it can first appear. You can coax them to move out and then slip past the other way, and learn to position yourself in case an opponent might end up in the way of a precious ramp or trap you getting away from a massive truck behind. It's also fun whenever you get to a new stage, wondering what they're going to throw at you next. I became pretty addicted to this game, I can't lie. It was fun learning my way through. Thank Funk for Evercade save states, that's all I'm saying. Definitely don't miss out on this fun little tricky but addictive title. My only tinsy wincy complaint, as said before, was not being able to remap the up button, but everything else is bloody solid. And if you've made it here to the end of the video, thanks ever so much for joining me. Leave a thumbs up or a comment if you'd like. Either way, I'm just chuffed you poked your head in to take a gander. As always, I hope you're having an awesome day, my friends. And until next time, be seeing you.